Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join me today for this What I Eat in a Day following Dr. McDougall's Maximum Weight Loss. I've already been in the kitchen for a while this morning making a batch of my potato cheese and then turning that into my breakfast, which is my cheesy hash brown casserole. So here is my cheesy hash brown casserole, literally fresh out of the oven. It's still very hot. So following Dr. McDougall's Maximum Weight Loss, I will be eating 50-50 plates all day. So half of my plate with some green non-starchy vegetables and the other half with my starch. So that's my breakfast. Good afternoon. It is a few hours later and I've mentioned this in other videos, but I'll say it again. That cheesy hash brown casserole is my favorite breakfast. I think it's so filling and delicious and I've been eating it almost every day for like 2 weeks now. So today for lunch, I'm having a stir fry that I made a couple days ago. I tried to make this like a 50-50 bowl. I made a huge batch of stir fry veggies with kale, broccoli, peppers, onions, broccoli coleslaw, my usuals, and then I made a batch of brown rice. And then I just mixed the vegetables and the rice together with a little bit of teriyaki sauce. I think this is pretty close to a 50-50 plate. If I'm still hungry after I eat this bowl, I'll probably just make some more steamed broccoli. So that's my lunch, and I think for my next meal I might be doing something with a squash, so stay tuned. Update, it's about 30 minutes later and I decided I did want a little bit more broccoli, so I just steamed some broccoli. And then I decided what I'm going to do with my squash. So here's my butternut squash. It is pretty big. Normally I just always roast these in the oven, but today I'm gonna give it a try in the Instant Pot. I've read many different instructions from peeling it and cubing it to just putting it in whole, and I think I'm gonna try to put it in half because it's a little bit too big to put in whole. So I do think I'm just gonna cut it in half, pressure cook it in the Instant Pot, and then like worry about removing the skin and the seeds. And I guess I'll see if that ends up being easier than trying to cut it and de-seed it now while it's raw. So I'm just gonna try to cut it in half like there. So now I'm just gonna put this in the Instant Pot. How are we gonna make this fit? Now I'm gonna add some water and pressure cook this, so wish me luck. I pressure cooked in the Instant Pot for about 25 minutes. And now I'm going to remove the seeds and the skin, and I'm going to make soup. I will definitely be cooking more squash in the Instant Pot this fall. I think that worked out pretty darn well. Although I should have let the squash cool a little bit before I tried scooping it out and burning my hands. So now I'm going to attempt to make some soup, but I am not following a recipe. Not exactly sure what I'm doing. I just want something kind of garlicky, spicy, and I thought curry sounded good. Sort of a spicy butternut squash curry type thing. I've got a little bit of this oat milk left to try to make it a little bit creamy. There's the oat milk ingredients. It is oil-free. So hopefully this soup turns out good and I have a new butternut squash soup recipe to share. There's my soup after I blended it with my immersion blender. Definitely too bland. Needs more of everything. Taste test number 2. It definitely tastes better, but I still think it needs to be a little spicier. It's also getting a little bit cold, so I'm gonna put it back on the Instant Pot to warm up and probably add some more red chili flakes or maybe some jalapeno slices. So I added some more red pepper flakes, and now I'm gonna let the soup sit in the Instant Pot and stay warm until I'm ready for my next meal, probably like an hour or so. Hello, it is time for my third meal and my soup update. So I'm not super happy with the soup. It's good, it's okay, but still need to work on this recipe, and I already have another butternut squash ready to go. So I'm probably gonna maybe try to season this up as I eat each bowl of it and see what I can do to get a better recipe. Squash is also one of those kind of in-between vegetables. The calorie density is a little bit higher than that of green vegetables, but it's not as high as other starches like potatoes. So Dr. McDougall says that you shouldn't use squashes as your primary starch, like if you're doing a Mary's Mini or something, because it probably won't keep you very full. So I'm going to have this portion of soup along with a slice of whole grain bread, and I'm gonna count that as the starch side of my plate, and then for my non-starchy, I'm having a bunch more broccoli. The broccoli I bought started going brown a lot quicker than it should have, so I'm eating a lot of broccoli today. And then I've shown this bread before. I get this bread at Aldi. I think the last time I showed it, I had the thin sliced, and these are the bigger slices. Same ingredients as that other bread though. I don't see any oil on the ingredient list. So that will be my third meal along with my piece of bread. Hello again, update. I did not finish my soup that I just made for my third meal. I'm feeling full enough with what I ate, and this is just a little bland and boring. I think it needs salt, maybe like something sweet. I do know that Dr. McDougall does not recommend eating bread when following maximum weight loss. And typically I don't eat bread when I'm following maximum weight loss. Typically that's for a starch solution day. But because I was having the lower calorie density soup, I allowed myself to have the piece of bread today. And I think that's perfectly okay. Those are the things that I refuse to let myself stress out about anymore. Like, I have had such a problem with perfectionism in dieting for way too many years that I'm not going to let a single slice of bread stress me out or think it's ruining my diet in some way. Like, it's fine. And that's why I call myself a recovering perfectionist. Good evening. It is a couple hours later, and surprisingly tonight I'm not really hungry enough to have another 50-50 plate. I've said this in other videos. Sometimes I eat 3 times a day, sometimes I eat 4 plates a day. I try not to obsess over those kind of things and be more in tune with, am I really hungry, or, you know. So I am a little bit hungry enough to have a snack, but not a full plate of food by any means. I'm also getting pretty tired. It's only 7 o'clock, but it is getting dark out and I'm feeling sleepy. So I'm gonna snack some of these grapes I got from Aldi this week. I don't remember exactly what type of grape these are. They remind me kind of the Moondrop grapes. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what they are, but I bought them last week and they were so good I went back and bought them a second time. To me, they really just taste like regular red grapes. So I think I'm gonna snack these and then I'll probably be ready to take out my contacts and start getting ready for bed. Real exciting weekend over here. So that's it for what I eat in a day following Dr. McDougall's maximum weight loss. Thank you for stopping by to watch this video. I'll see you in my next one. Be well.